Hi friends! So I have 4 frugal things for you today and 2 losses. One is kind of a win and one is kind of two. So I'll do that in a second. Anyway, I hope you can notice and tell, we'll start with the fails today. The quality on this video is so much better and I probably can reach the side of the actual screen and there shouldn't be black bars here. And that is because I shattered my iPhone, which is a total frugal fail, but it gave me the perfect opportunity to go and get a new iPhone. But don't you worry, I did not spend $700 on a new iPhone 6 or an iPhone 7 or anything like that. I bought an iPhone 4S through Straight Talk for $150. So, I mean, 5S, yes. This was a 4S. I got this phone 2.5 years ago or so. I was dating a guy briefly down in Hammond that worked IT for this huge company, and he just had like a huge box of these suckers. The whole company like upgraded every year, and he just brought these to the recycling center. And he said there was no ethical or moral issue. He was allowed to literally give them away. And so he gave me this, and that was nice. And so I have been using this for couple years now, including to film most of my videos, just because it's so freaking convenient. And but no, I dropped it on a concrete step today on a spot that was not covered by my cheap little case, and it's gone. And I know that some people walk around with a broken screen, but it's like really busted. Like I touch it and little pieces of glass come out, and also the front-facing camera is shattered too. So I couldn't use it for YouTubey stuff. I didn't feel real comfortable walking around shedding glass everywhere. Some glass just fell out. And so this was the perfect opportunity to upgrade just a little, because despite wanting to, I couldn't justify spending $150 when I had a perfectly working machine. So, but now I have a new one, and I can tell even just looking in the camera right now that it's better quality. So I'm, as you can see, obviously terribly upset about this frugal fail. I'll just say I'm making the best of it. So it will not affect my budget this month that much. I had a little fund set aside, little electronic syncing fund for the day that this happened, essentially, and I had about 120 bucks in there. So this was $150. I will take the rest out of just my personal spending or something like that from this month. I had a couple of little gifts from you guys in the mail this month, and so I may use that to contribute to my new iPhone. They said just, buy whatever, treat yourself, and I feel very treated to my new shiny iPhone. This is like the car thing again of like I have a perfectly normal, if anything, older model that most people would not be like thrilled to drive, where I'm like, compared to what I was driving before, this is a limo, this is a Rolls, it's got 4 working doors and air conditioner and clicky locks, and I'm over the moon on it, and the same is true for this. It's so pretty. Like, let me stroke it. I'm stroking. Oh, that makes it focus somewhere else. Okay, don't do that. It's got so many features, including a timer on the camera, so all of my thumbnails don't have to have an arm on one side of him. It's just a whole new world. I hope I amuse you people. So I amuse myself at least. Okay, the other frugal fail, and this was much more detrimental actually to my general life. I didn't meal prep for lunch this week. I didn't. I had a bunch of chicken in the freezer, and I could have brought it out, and I had some plans to make like some sausage jambalaya, and I was going to make that for lunch, and it just kept getting later in the day last Sunday, and it wasn't happening. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll figure out something for lunch tomorrow, and then I'll do it Monday night. And I got home on Monday night, and I was like, nope. And that continued to happen throughout the rest of the week. So I ended up eating out 2.5 times. I ate out on Monday, which was fine because that's budgeted for, is I have, $40 a month, which works out to basically being able to eat out once a week. And so eating out once is fine. But then, like on Tuesday or Wednesday, I got starving. And I ran out and I got some fries. And so that's where the half came from. I got some curly fries. I had cheese on them. I'm just saying, they were good. They were good. I don't really regret those. And then on Thursday, I did the same thing. And part of me knows what's happening here is because I wake up in the morning and I'll fix myself some breakfast, or I won't. And I won't be hungry first thing in the morning. And so my brain tells me, it's okay. You can figure out lunch later. You're not hungry now. That means there's literally a tractor driving down the road. Mena, Arkansas. That's the noise. A tractor pulling like a thing. I don't know, like a big red wagon, and a bicycle. Okay, sorry. My brain tells me you're not hungry now. There's no chance you'll ever be hungry again. Right? Does anyone else's brains do that to them? They're traitorous. So I just think, I'm not hungry now. I feel fine now. I'll be fine forever. And that's just not true. A few hours from then, I'll be ravenous and willing to eat my desk or Rory or coworker, and not all of them deserve that. So and then, you're in the middle of the day. You usually don't have time to actually go home and make lunch, or you procrastinate it to the point you're so hungry you just have to and so yeah, that's how I ate out 2.5 times this week, and kind of busted my restaurant budget, and I know that's gonna bite me in the butt later in the month, so I'll have to watch that. All right, my wins, however, other than getting a lovely new phone and camera, I feel like the lighting's so much nicer and like I look more youthful. Okay, I'll stop. I filed my mileage for September. Thank you. I think I just had to admit to you guys that I was really stupid in this area. I did a video on stupid money losses or stupid things that I do with money. I think it was Wendy Valencia who tagged me in that video. Or maybe it was another one. I'm not sure. I do a lot of dumb money videos, like about me. So there's that. Yeah, but I said I never file my mileage, and I'm losing money every month on it. But so many of you were like, file your mileage, Sarah. It really started to kind of sink in. And so I filed it this week, and I will get a reimbursement of $63.51 for probably 30 minutes of work to actually write it all out and figure out all the mileage and do the math and everything. It's per hour. That's like CEO or VP rate. Like, that's a lot of money for a half an hour of my time. I just don't like to do it, but I'm glad I did it. I'm very glad I did it, and thank you guys for the motivation / internet yelling, shouty capitals. All right, I also found a little blue cardigan that will fit perfectly into my little wardrobe at the thrift store for $4, and that fits perfectly into my budget. I have a little list of things on my phone that I want to grab if I can find them, that will help fill out my wardrobe, because I keep a very small wardrobe on purpose. And I've been looking for a little navy cardigan for months and months and months, since last winter, so more than a year, because it's really nice for me to be able to wear my dresses in this cooler kind of fall and winter weather, but they're short sleeves or they're sleeveless, so I need something to go over them. And I found a really pretty little crochet navy cardigan that's just perfect, and it's $4, and I wore it twice this week already, so I'm gonna get a ton of wear out of it, and I'm thrilled about that. So it's perfect. It goes with half of the things in my closet because I wear a lot of jewel tones. So, all right, frugal win number 3. I did not buy a Halloween costume that I found that was only $2. So while I was at the thrift store, I was kind of looking through their Halloween costume things. I don't really have a reason to dress up, if I'm being completely honest. I could dress up for work, on that day. I will go out into the community and cover the community trick-or-treating, and I could dress up for that. It could be kind of fun. I found this blue Peter Pan colored with a slip under it, kind of, it looks kind of like an Alice in Wonderland costume. It's basically a blue dress with the sleeves, with the gathering, and it's got a little white thing underneath it that peeks out. So I could be either like Dorothy or Alice in Wonderland, or that's probably Mother Goose or something. Anybody that wears like a light blue dress. But, and here's the issue I have. I don't particularly like being a fat version of something that is not fat, or a sexy version of something that is not sexy. And that could be just self-conscience stuff, but I don't know, that's kind of bothered me. And I really hate answering the question, like, what are you supposed to be 19 times a day on Halloween? So if I can't think of something super clever and that's super obvious, like pop culture stuff is really fun. I'm just not usually clever enough to make myself into something like that. So I'd rather skip it. And so I didn't want to be a fat Alice in Wonderland and have to answer that question all day, or a fat Dorothy. And it, you know, if the costume fit and it was a well-made costume, but it wasn't hugely flattering on me, and I was just kind of like, not really worth it. Do I really want to wear this around all day just because it's Halloween? And do I want to store this for 11 months out of the year with the possibility that I might wear it again next year? And I was kind of like, no. So I passed, which isn't a huge deal. $2, but it was $2 that I didn't spend, that I can spend on something like that navy cardigan in the future that I find that will really enrich my wardrobe. So I'm just gonna go as me for Halloween, and it'll be fine. If you love Halloween, I totally support you. It's just, I'm not that into it. Like, you know, I did dress up as Wednesday Addams last year. I had like a black dress and I did the ponytails, and I can always do that again this year. That's my backup costume. It's Fat Wednesday Addams, but still, it's slightly more clever than, I'm bored. Okay, and the fourth frugal win was, you ever just get bored of yourself when you're talking? 19 comments saying, yeah, I totally get bored of you when you're talking, but you guys wouldn't do that, because you guys wouldn't hang out 12 minutes into a video if you thought I was boring, which amazes me. But yeah, okay, sorry. Fourth frugal thing, I read Rachel Cruz's new book, Love Your Life, Not Theirs, and it was amazing. It was brilliant. She just went into a ton of stuff that I hadn't fully thought through, and she was able to verbalize it in a very honest way, in a way that really rang true with a lot of the things that I'd been thinking, and a lot of things that we talk about in this financial YouTube community, and it was just a fantastic read. So I listened to the audiobook. I listened to it on a shopping day in Fort Smith, actually. I had to go up to Fort Smith for a couple of things, and nothing will temper your spending like having Rachel Cruz in here talking about how you need to like your life the way it is. But there were just a couple of things that I needed up there. It wasn't a big deal. I never get super spendy. So, but I thought that was kind of fun. Anytime I kind of saw something that wasn't on the list of things that I specifically went to Fort Smith to get, I was like, Rachel was just like, love your life, not theirs. Don't be envious. Don't think it. Yeah. So, I'm still giddy over this phone. Those are my 4 frugal wins and my 2 frugal fails. I would love to hear how you guys did and what you think of the new video quality. I'm pretty pumped. I feel like a real YouTuber. Not like a fake one. Like I've been pretending this whole time. Okay, I'm still pretending.